News. I'll tell you if the new Minecraft movie is worth seeing. A Minecraft movie arrives in theaters this weekend, guys. Welcome to Mirror Domain's Movie News, your place for entertainment headlines. And indeed, this is a throwback to the old show that we used to do here on the show, or on the channel, because we used to cover movie news. But I thought I would try to put this old glove back on and see if I can still work that magic. So, a Minecraft comes out today, and we will do our full review that will be cut out and put up on the channel, the review channel later on, as well as some other big headlines. Superman debuted its 5 minutes in front of the Minecraft movie, and I saw that in the big, huge IMAX screen, so I'll let you know my thoughts of that. Megan 2 trailer got released. Naked Gun teaser got released. We got a whole bunch of Cinemacon headlines to go through. The Conjuring Universe continues. And will we finally get a new Nightmare on Elm Street movie? Well, that remains to be seen. Roadhouse 2 is coming, though, as well as FUBAR Season 2 with Arnold. Looking forward to that. But we start off today's show by talking about the big headline: a Minecraft movie arrives. And it opens with $7 million in Thursday night previews. So that's good. And this is coming across all the sites here, guys. So all the big trades have this up. Minecraft starts with $7 million. And that's a good start. Higher than a lot of people were expecting, because a Minecraft movie's budget is, it's up there around 150 million, which means that a $7 million start is thumbs up. Now, say what you will about the movie itself. 51% on the tomato meter as of now. Let me hit the refresh here and see if we got some audience scores in, because I'm going to do my full review. Ooh, so it's dropped to 49%. But I just published my my quick little blurb, and if you follow us on the other websites like TikTok and Instagram, you got my straight out of the theater reaction. I had to get it out. I'm with the critics on this. I think this is one of the worst movies of the year. I so wanted to walk out of this movie. It's atrocious, guys. This is an abomination. Now, I do think, though, that this movie is going to resonate with the fans, because I look at some of the other headlines out there that, yeah, people are going out to see this. I think it's going to be a crowd-pleasing type of movie where its audience score is going to be much higher. So we'll talk about all that in my little review here. So let me just set up here and get our little movie review set up for a Minecraft movie, and I'll go into this in a little bit more detail. If you don't know, we do this movie news show live, so if you are wanting to watch that or participate in live chat, by all means, come in, and we'll talk about what you want to talk about the Minecraft movie. Let me just reset this poster. There you go. Put up the old movie review label, James. Excellent. And let's switch over the audio. And here we go.
What's this junk?
An ender pearl. Teleports you to wherever you throw it.
Jason Momoa. Doc Black.
And that
Yes.
was the only one I had.
They star in the Minecraft movie that opens up this weekend, guys. A Minecraft movie. And it's directed by Jared Hess. And what's this movie about? Well, I can't tell you. No, I can't. Four misfits are suddenly pulled through a mysterious portal into a bizarre cubic wonderland that thrives on imagination. To get back home, they'll have to master this world while embarking on a quest with an unexpected expert crafter. So, if you saw the trailers for this, you saw that they have the square world and everything like that. And if you are a fan of the game, I'm guessing that you're going to have a lot of like Easter eggs in here for you that'll make you go, oh, I see what they're doing here. I like that. I never played the game, so I can't tell you if it's true to it or not. I'm suspecting that this may please Minecraft fans. I didn't know that this had such a dark side to it, though, that there were zombies involved and weird pig-like creatures, Frankenstein babies. This scene is just, oh, God. Yeah, guys, let's get down to it here. This is meant for kids. It's cartoony. I know that. I know that I'm not the demographic for this. But as far as like acting goes, everybody's screaming their lines at you. I don't know why that is. I guess it's because it's trying to create that cartoony type of feel. Characters are cardboard thin. You don't care about any of these characters because they don't have an arc to them. It's like, okay, Momoa's the washed out video game player, but does he really learn a lesson going to Minecraft? I guess there is a minor payoff between him and Jack Black, but as far as the young kids in here, it's just cringe. It's cringe. I like this actress. She's in the Wednesday series, but do you really believe that she's the adult caretaker of the younger kid in this? No, I don't. Again, see, you got the pandas in there. I'm sure that there's going to be people in there laughing and going, oh, but then you look at some of the CG work in here, and it's meant to be like a fun roller coaster ride, but it looks a bit like Spy Kids. It felt like they were trying to shoot for the Super Mario movie. You know, have that same type of tone, the same type of feel like, oh, this is a fun ride. I really am enjoying what I'm seeing here. I can't believe that they actually managed to pull this off. Unfortunately, a Minecraft movie for me didn't feel like they pulled that off. I wasn't having fun. Like, 'cause at least with the Mario movie, you knew that if you didn't play the games, there was still a cohesive story there. We know that Bowser was the bad guy. We know who the bad guys in this, but it's silly. It's just ridiculous. And maybe that's just the way that the game is. Let's go over to my score sheet here before we take a look at the tomato meter, because I do want to go into more depth of what other people are saying about this. But filling out the score sheet here, acting, directing, and story are out of a possible 2 points each. Cinematography and score are out of 1 point. Guys, Jack Black is a treasure. He truly is. But he's just playing Jack Black here. And Momoa, I can understand that they were trying, the younger kid here that you're supposed to be following is cringe. So is the rest of the supporting cast, to tell you the truth. I'm giving it a generous full point because of Jack Black. He's really trying. Remember in the Death of the Unicorn review when I said the cast was having a lot of fun, but it didn't translate to the screen? Well, I would say this is the opposite of that. You could tell that they probably had a lot of fun making this, and I think it did kind of translate to the screen. So that's why I'm giving acting a full point, because it looked like the cast had chemistry. It's just the dialogue and what they're saying and what they're doing is so audacious and ridiculous. Yeah, it's not fun. It's not a fun movie. Directing, Hess. Technically, visually, the visual effects are there. At some times, this movie I think would have been better served as a full CG movie, because sometimes you saw there in that little clip in the trailer that it's just, yeah, no. Story, I'm going to give a 5. A 0.5. It's very Super Mario, like the 90s version of the Super Mario, where they find the portal below in a mine, and then, or like in a sewer drain or whatever. And then it's like, okay, but at least it sort of looks like the more Minecraft world. Cinematography, though, you can tell that if it was a full CGI movie, like CGI characters like Jack Black and Momoa were CGI, then maybe it would have worked better. But we're taking long digressions here of Momoa going to a storage shed kind of auction. God, yeah, no, it's cringe. Score, I think there are a lot of needle drops in here, soundtrack-wise. Like, it uses a lot of outside music and stuff to bring in its soundtrack. I think that'll work for some people. If I had to give it some, I would would give it there to the score, that the score is okay. But overall, I wasn't enjoying my experience here with the Minecraft movie, guys. I can't recommend this because you'll know what I'm talking about when you're watching the acting in this, and you're just like, why are you talking like that? Do you have to talk like, it's just, let's get to a dance scene. Ah, oh my God. Yeah, there's one cut like that where you're just like, we got to go in and get this mission. How are we going to do that? And then it literally cuts to Jack Black and Jason Momoa doing this shuffle up on the stage. You know, get me out of here, man. Get me out of here. So I know. I think people are going to like this movie. People are going to go out and see this because Minecraft is huge, right? I can't, as a movie experience, I'm not on board. So let's go over into the tomato meter here and see what people are saying about a Minecraft movie. All right. Oh, 49% on the tomato meter there. Not good. Not good. But I do think that this is going to be like a people pleaser. Like if you saw other ratings, here's what I mean. Like if you go to the Working Man, 50% by critics. Critics didn't like it, but the audience did because it's Statham kicking the bad guys' butts, right? He likes, you want to see the action. So it's going to be like that where people want to see the Minecraft. Is it going to be true to the source material? Critics are going to tear this apart because, as I said, the story structure, the acting, the pacing, it's just, it's kind of grotesque. So let's go down to the snapshot reviews of somebody who liked it. The Sun UK. Well, it may not be a masterpiece. It's a sheer sense of fun, making an easy win for families looking for something to watch during the holidays. Well, unfortunately, though, when I was in my screening, and this is like I have to reiterate this, there was a kid right behind me that said, I don't want to watch this movie anymore. And the dad had to take the kid out to the lobby to play video games or something. It's just because it's that disjointed. It's like up all over the place. You can't really follow one of the characters because they're all on these side missions, and it's just bad, guys. It's just bad. 1 out of 4 here. San Francisco Chronicle. Another example of Hollywood shoving a beloved property into the factory mold, hoping name recognition will be enough to justify its existence. And the thing is that they were trying, and that's what I meant in my review there about the cast having fun. And I do think that does translate, and it will work for some. It will work for the people who only see 1 or 2 movies a year. That's it. Like if you only go to the theater maybe once or twice, this will probably work for you. But if you see more than 5 movies a year, maybe you'll be like, compared to Jurassic Park, this is better. But compared to Avatar, this is right. Let's go down to the audience and see what they're saying. Gave me huge nostalgia vibes. So again, so I'm guessing that this person liked the game, right? Like some of the silliness that was Minecraft, disliked. Okay, so they liked how some of the silliness was. Disliked how fast-paced it was with not much clear direction throughout. And that's why I said there's so many storylines going off in different directions, and it's just, yeah. So it looks like a lot of the audience here likes it. 5 out of 5s. My teen and I loved it. I thought it was a lot better than expected, and it was really funny. It was cool seeing the Minecraft world come to life in a different way. Make sure to stay for no. They're trying to set up a sequel, and if it makes bank, which it made $7 million on its Thursday night previews, we might get a sequel to this, guys. Someone says it felt like they took a subpar generic fantasy plot and painted it over with Minecraft visuals. 1.5 out of 5 stars, 49%, guys. And it is not good. But as you saw, what other people are saying, if you're a fan of the games, then you probably will like this movie. If you are a Jack Black fan, diehard Jack Black fan, then I think you'll like this movie. He does sing a couple times in there. That chicken song is, Roy, get me out of here. Yeah, so as I said, $7 million in Thursday night previews. It's set up to make around 100 to 120 million on this weekend on a budget of 150 million. It's going to make bank. It doesn't have a whole lot of competition right now, guys. It really doesn't. Working Man is out in theaters as well. Death of a Unicorn is not doing a whole lot of stuff out there. That barely cracked the top 5 last week. And then Snow White's still in theaters. Look at that, 40% by critics there, 73% by the audience. I think it's going to be in the same vein as Snow White. But people hated Snow White, James. Well, you could go see The Woman in the Yard again. No, out of the Minecraft movie, guys, I would be first in line to go back and see the Snow White movie, because this is going to be in the worst movie of the year contention for me, because it's just not there. Okay, so let's go over to the movie. Let's finish up my score sheet, and we'll take in some live comments here and wrap this up, because well, you get the gist here. Watchability factor. If you're a fan of the game, you want to check this out, but I can't recommend this as a theatrical experience. I told my mother, who usually takes my niece and nephew to the movies because they're smaller, I said, skip this one, skip it. Let them see it on the streaming service, because you are, as an adult sitting there, who has no stake in the Minecraft property, it's going to be like pulling teeth. It really is. It's not a quality movie. 4 out of 10. That's a generous 4 out of 10, for me at least. So let's go over to the live comments here and see if we got some opinions here. Our Glass Viking says, so Minecraft is either mind-blowing or mind-numbingly boring. I'm seeing it tomorrow. I didn't buy the ticket, just there to consult. Yeah, maybe I should get drunk. yeah, you might want to. What's that Jeremy John scale? Maybe if you had some alcohol. Now is a party, right? No, actually, I want to see what Jeremy John said now, because this I struggle. Like, yeah, they had fun making it, but the villain is there's a weird subplot with one of the guys that come out of the Minecraft world and Jennifer Coolidge, where it's kind of like, okay, well, we don't have a lot of material yet, so let's film some footage with Jennifer Coolidge and this character who can't talk having a dinner romance, and it doesn't add anything to the movie. It doesn't. It's just in there because it's Jennifer Coolidge and she's funny, right? She's funny, right? Yeah, you take weird detours like that. And Minecraft, 4 out of 10. What did you guys think? Let me know in the comments below and we will talk about it. I'm sorry if you wanted to hear happiness, but this movie's not this. Hey, if you like this kind of thing, though, come join us here on the channel, because aside from our Minecraft review, we do have full reviews up for A Woman in the Yard, Death of a Unicorn, A Working Man. Out of all the movies in the theater, guys, go see A Working Man. It's better. Snow White. We just watched episode 6 of Survivor Season 48, and we wrapped up Reacher last week. Really good series there. And we've got full movie reactions on the main channel, The Electric State and The Gorge. And of course, we've made our triumphant return, Ali-like return to the ring of movie news on this Friday show. So, come join us here if you'd like to talk everything about movies. And I'll see you next time right here on Mirror Domains. All right, so that will be cut up and put up on the channel. Let's get set back up for our regular movie news show. I do this live, guys, so just bear with me here. Yeah, kind of disappointing for Minecraft. It is. But we'll see what other people are saying. If you happen to go see the Minecraft movie this weekend, Superman debuted 5 minutes of footage on there, and I saw it on my copy of Minecraft. And guys, it's pretty much just him landing in the snow, whistling to have his dog come out and drag him back to his home base, right? So it is trending. I'm not going to react to it because it's a full, it is a full scene from the movie, right? Crypto, right, is the dog. And it's a CGI dog because it has to be. Cute. It's cute. I think people are going to like that. They go to the Fortress of Solitude. The music kicks in. Very familiar John Williams type of theme. These robots come out. Now, I like that addition to the Fortress of Solitude. They pick him up. They put him in a chair to get irradiated from the sun so that he can heal. It looks like he was just in a fight that actually hurt him. So I'm guessing there was kryptonite involved. Probably from Luther. And it's 5 minutes of basically 3 minutes of him in this new scene, and then they've tacked on the trailer at the end. I'm still intrigued by this movie. I'm somebody who liked the Cavill Superman. I just wasn't a fan of the direction of the DC under Snyder, because it just you just scratch your head and it's like, well, wait, why are we killing him in his second movie anyway? Yeah, Gunn and James Gunn, I trust. I think this movie will have heart. Rachel Brosnahan, I think, is the one that I'm really looking forward to seeing. Let's see what some of the comments say. As a dog owner, Crypto jumping on Superman, all excited, not realizing it hurts too real for me. LOL. Yeah. Fractured bones. Thanks for Crypto for 13 of those. Yeah. So people are reacting to Crypto. The most adorable part is Crypto's bark as the password for the Fortress of Solitude. Oh, I didn't catch that. I love the fact that no teaser or sneak peek gives us the title of the movie, just a symbol, because everyone knows who Superman is. Yeah, this is not going to be an origin story, so that's fine. 54 years old here, but just today, I'm 7 years old. So people they're liking this. 252K in its reception. I know that people are reacting to it, but because it's a full scene of the movie, guys, it is a risk to put a reaction up, because if DC says no, they can strike you, because it's not meant as a quick clip kind of. That's why trailers are clips, right? It is kind of interesting to see him bleed, though. The costume here looks like it's just that thick neoprene kind of like wetsuit kind of thing. Like it is bulky. I don't know. Like I always said when the first images came out, we've got to see it in motion. Well, we've seen it in motion, and I gotta say that I'm not overly a huge fan of it. Like it doesn't look practical. Like that's underneath of his clothes. It looks bulky. It looks like he's sweating buckets underneath there. That's the impression I get looking at it, right? I know that's probably not the popular thing to say, but it looks like, I don't know. I don't know how else they could have reimagined it. Like, I think Corn Sweat's going to be good. I think he's going to do it justice. But, yeah. What do you guys think? Did you see the 5 minutes of footage that's now released online? You'll also see it on the Minecraft movie. Byford the Hobbit there in live chat says, hey, how's it going? We're doing some movie news headlines today because, well, hey, why not? I was going to do my Minecraft review, and I thought I might as well weigh in with some of these other headlines here because, well, it is what it is. Superman, July 11th. I think this is going to be a hit. I think people are going to like this. Because it's out of everything, out of the footage, the trailer and that footage, it does look like it's back to that feeling good tone. It's not dark and depressing. Oh, I don't know if I should be Superman. Kind of thing. No, I don't want that. Nobody like, yeah, it's not like that, right? It doesn't feel like that. It looks like he's misunderstood and stuff like that. So really looking forward to it. As I said, I think Rachel Brosnahan is the one that I'm looking forward to the most. Anthony Carrigan. We just saw him in Death of a Unicorn. Interesting. Sean Gunn. Yeah, all the familiar faces from James Gunn's repertoire of familiar actors. But it's out. It's big. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments below. Let's talk about some other trailers that dropped. Megan 2.0, and I reacted to this. I was mid on the first Megan movie. It was okay. I just felt like it didn't have enough punch in there. It was very softball horror, right? But we've got the girl from the Ahsoka series in here as a new robot, the upgraded version. So Megan's now in this little doll thing, her consciousness, and she convinces the two to give her a new body and have to go up and fight the new robot. So it's robot versus robot. This time there are two. Megan 2. Judgment Day. No. I don't know. It's just you can tell that they're really leaning into the silliness of what this is, and you know what? If they play their cards right, it can totally pay off. Go over and watch my full reaction on the Mirror Domains reaction channel. I really need to start working more on that. So yeah, maybe we'll do some more trailer reactions and stuff like that. Yo, from horror to action is crazy. Well, you know what? That's what the Aliens movies did, right? Alien was a horror. Aliens was more action. So it can work. It can work. Let's see what some people are saying. Remember the movie Don't Breathe with Stephen Lang? They did the same. Well, I didn't like the Don't Breathe sequel because it took the bad guy and tried to make him the hero. And I was like, no. Aliens. Yeah, so there. Aliens. Just like Chucky. Well, no, Chucky was always the bad guy. Well, I love how they came up with a reason to keep the original Megan actress in the role, even though she has grown up since the last time. Okay, yeah. Well, because it wasn't a real doll dancing in the hallway. It was just somebody with a mask on. You either die a villain or live long enough to see yourself as a hero. Okay, that's an interesting twist on the Dark Knight saying there. I was upset. I was so looking forward to this. I switch from horror to action is actually insane. I'm all for this. I'll tell you this. At least it's not just a carbon copy of the first movie, where it's just like, oh, Megan's back and she's got to try to get revenge again, kind of like what Chucky 2 did. They're trying to throw in some interesting ideas in here, and we'll have to see if it works. Maybe before it comes out, we can watch Megan here on the channel. Yeah, maybe that will be a good... Yeah, superhero Megan. People didn't like it when I said this looks like Chucky. What it is. Chucky gets his face melted in the second movie. So, Megan 2.0, June 27th. Very interesting because the first movie was it January, February-ish when it came out? No, it was January, right? So now they want to make it a big summer blockbuster. Glad to see. We also got trailers for, we got little sneak peeks for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 and Megan 2.0. Yeah, the official teaser for Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is just a quick little clip. That movie, for me, again, that one wasn't for me. Five Nights at Freddy's 2 is wrapped. December 5th is when that one's going to come out. Black Phone 2, October 17th. Now, I think footage of this was at Cinemacon. I'm really curious about Black Phone 2 because if you saw Black Phone, how is some of the cast coming back, right? I don't know how that's going to happen, but I guess Scott Derrickson had some kind of an idea in there. So he's coming back. Derrickson, though, is hit or miss. I like Black Phone was okay. I didn't think it was as good as Sinister. Sinister is still a masterpiece. I was like a little with Doctor Strange. And then he just did The Gorge, right? He just did The Gorge. which I know a lot of people liked, but for me, it was just a little bit mid-tier. It was just a little too all over the place. Too many ideas. It wasn't as focused as it could have been. We'll have to see. Give it a shot. What's next? Naked Gun teaser also dropped yesterday, guys. The Naked Gun teaser. Now, in my reaction to this, people are like, you were surprised to see action in this? Well, just from the lighting and the tone of the way that they set this up, it's very much sort of like the beginning scene of Naked Gun with him in Beirut, but it does have a different, it does have a more modern, updated look to the cinematography. So when I was watching it, I was kind of like, oh, it feels a little bit more serious. And then when the kid takes off the mask and it's Liam Neeson underneath there, then you knew, okay, maybe they've captured the right tone for this. And I got to tell you, it laughed. It made me laugh because it felt like a little bit of a jab at his Taken type movies where it's like, yeah, he can beat up anybody, but then it's also got the audaciousness of things like Airplane and the first Naked Gun, where it's some guy dying from him getting a lollipop thrown in his mouth. Like, look at the look on his face. I saw this and it just put a huge smile on my face. So go over and check out my reaction to the trailer for this. The crotch shot, I probably could have done without that. But that's to let you know. The reason why that crotch shot is there is because they want you to know that this is going to be in that same vein of it being risque. We're not pulling the punches here with this one, and that's a good sign. I know that a lot of people had a strong reaction to seeing Leslie Nielsen there as Drebin, and that he's basically the son of Drebin. Okay. And then we got Ed Hawken, the son of Ed Hawken there, and then they're all paying respects to their fallen fathers, I guess. And then we see OJ, and the one guy is kind of like breaking the fourth wall to us and saying, no. I think that one got the most laugh out of everybody, right? August 1st, I'm looking forward to this. Some of the comments say, okay, the last joke gave me a lot of faith in it. Give me Leslie Nielsen, we can't. Yeah, I think people are going to be shocked that Liam Neeson can deliver this kind of a comedy because it's not expected, right? And if you saw my trailer reaction, Leslie Nielsen was a dramatic actor for the longest of times before doing Airplane, and his style of humor was that he was taking it all seriously. He takes every line in that he does seriously, and that's why it's so hilarious. And I think Neeson is going to be able to capture that same kind of magic. So he plays the son that is not a remake. No, it's not. Such a respect from using OJ joke. Yeah. Well, it's Seth MacFarlane, right? Family Guy. So yeah, looking forward to that. All right. Some live comments. Arglass says, I really enjoyed the Superman footage. He comes across as vulnerable, almost in an Andrew Garfield Spider-Man type of way. Yeah, I could see that. Physically more vulnerable, at least. Well, where do you guys think this happens in the movie? Do you think this happens, like, is this the opening scene? It almost feels like it, if they're giving it away now, right? Like, let's say it starts off with the crystal ship coming down and landing on Earth, and we got to quickly go over that. Okay, fine. But if this is in the middle of the film, does it still work? No, it still feels like a good introduction scene to the Fortress of Solitude, right? And we know, and having Crypto there, we also know that the Super Pets will be involved. Oh, okay, yeah, he does bark there. We know that some element of Super Pets will be there, right? Black Phone 2 is definitely going full supernatural. The murder boys come back in the room to help. Guessing Ethan will be prowling in the dreams and shadowy like Freddy Krueger. Well, yeah, that's possible. It's possible. All right. Let's continue on. Running Man Reboot is something I'm looking forward to because I was a big fan of the Arnold movie. Well, it's just silly B-movie fun, right? And, well, Edgar Wright's taking on this, and it's wrap production, so it's in post now. I really liked Last Night in Soho from Edgar Wright. I know a lot of people liked his Cornello trilogy or whatever, Cornello trilogy. Not for me, but The Running Man. So they are going back to the source material in this, and if you go and read the wiki synopsis of the book, the short story, it was a short story, wasn't it, by Stephen King under the Bachman name? It's actually quite different. He enlists voluntarily to help his family, right? Because his family needs help financially, and he puts his body on the line to do this, and it's more of like a thing that takes place over the world kind of thing, right? Where he's got to send in videos of, or like a log of him escaping the trackers and stuff like that come after him. So and he's got to survive for a certain amount of time. That's why it's called The Running Man, right? He's not in prison. He doesn't have escape with a little thing around his neck or anything like that. I'm looking forward to it with Glenn Powell. So, yeah, this just goes in to say that he enjoyed. Edgar Wright said that he enjoyed the book more, and that's where we're going with this one. And I think that's going to give us a much different tone of what the original was, or sorry, what the first movie was. Coleman Domingo plays the host of this show. I think I'm really looking forward to that because Coleman can definitely tap into that pompous. Because if you saw Fear the Walking Dead, there was a certain element to that character in that pompousness, arrogance. But he's also really engaging too. So I think that's going to be great. Michael Cera is also in this. It's going to be interesting to see who the hunters are, right? Katie O'Brien is in this. That's awesome. Yeah, Katie O'Brien. She's fantastic. Love Lies Bleeding. Want to see that. I'd like to do a reaction with you guys for that. Good actress. She's also in this. November 7th in theaters, The Running Man. Lifer in the live chat says, Running Man scares me. Reboots are terrible. Look at Snow White. Well, Snow White wasn't trying to like reinvent the wheel, sort of. They were trying to update it. This is going to be a totally different story from what like. It's not following the Arnold movie at all. There's not going to be an arena or anything like that. It's just going to be him going across the world, escaping these people to try to help his family, right? To try to survive the game. So, looking forward to that. November 7th, The Running Man. Next, more Cinemacon headlines. Yeah, Cinemacon was over, like, what was it, a few days ago, right? Avatar, Fire and Ash. First footage sets Cinemacon ablaze. Yeah, when you think of cinema, guys, I've only seen the Avatar movies. I saw the first one 1.5 times. No, I saw the first one 2 times because I actually watched it on streaming when it was on Disney Plus. I haven't gone back and watched the second one yet. I saw Avatar 2 in the theater, but it is cinema. I will grant you that, but it's just I'm not enamored with it as most people are. And I'll go watch the third one and I'll probably come out and say that, yeah, that's a cinematic experience. But for me, it makes me sad because I'm a huge James Cameron fan and he's invested all of his time in this. It's going to make money, and he said that he wants to make like up to 7 of these guys. I know 5 are reported right now, but he wants the rest of his like life just to be Avatar, and it makes me sad because he's such a talented filmmaker. He's got just a wit to it, and it's fun to see him dabble in the spy genre with Arnold in True Lies. He weaves magic into Aliens and Terminator, and it's like I want to see him take on these other projects, but he's just Avatar for now for the rest of his life, and it's a shame. It's a shame. It would be awesome if he came around and closed off his career with a nice horror movie, right? Like he started it off with Piranha 2, the Spawning. Come back and give us a good horror movie, James. I mean, come on. Just a small, confined movie with your abilities. I think it would just like that's the kind of stuff I want to see from Cameron. Because yeah, it's going to be another story of strife. They're struggling to survive. There's going to be new tribes. Okay. Next, Florence Pugh introduces raucous 5 minutes of Marvel's Thunderbolts to Cinemacon. Florence Pugh. I am looking forward to Thunderbolts. I watched the trailer on The Working Man, and the newest trailer for Thunderbolts, and it plays well. I think the action is going to be good. I don't know. I still don't know if Marvel fans are ready to like come back and give these movies the full shake, right? They still feel like their hand has been bit from movies like the Eternals, the Marvels. Most people were able to understand that Guardians of the Galaxy 3 was Gunn. That was James Gunn, and he did his thing, and now he's done with the MCU kind of thing, right? But I hope it's good. I hope it is. This is the one where I always say about the cast having fun making it and having that translate to the screen. I want the Thunderbolts cast. David Harbour, he's always good. Even in small roles like a working man, he's good. And I feel good about Florence Pugh. Taskmaster, she's going to die in the first 5 minutes. You know that because she's not really that much in the trailers. May 2nd, just a month away now, guys, for the Thunderbolts. Fantastic Four trailer reveals first look at female Silver Surfer at Cinemacon. Now this one, guys, I am apprehensive. I know there's a lot of hype out there for this, but if we know anything from how the other Fantastic Four movies have come out, it's not as a popular property as people think. Die-hard comic book fans want it. They love it. And in the earlier days when comic book movies were in their prime, then perhaps this would have been better suited to come out then. But right now, as I said, with the Thunderbolts and this, we're still a little bit on rocky territory here. And Fantastic Four, because it does take place in an alternate universe, in another dimension. I don't know if it's going to find itself. I hope it does. I got high hopes, and a lot of it has to do with Vanessa Kirby. I know, and I like Pedro Pascal too, and I also like Joseph Quinn. I'm not familiar with Eben Moss Bacharach's work, so I like the cast. I just hope it works. New Line Cinema. Is that where we're at next? Conjuring Universe. Okay. Yeah, we're moving along here. We got to move along. We're 46 minutes, James. New Line Cinema looking forward to Phase 2 of Conjuring Universe and still hoping for a new Nightmare on Elm Street. Well, if you saw the comment there by Hourglass Vikings that Black Phone 2 might be like Freddy. Hey, maybe this is going to open the door for like someone to breathe life back into this franchise. I like Freddy, but he's not scary anymore. You maybe have to reinvent the look of him, which is kind of a shame because he's so iconic. It's hard to give the same type of scare to people because he's not scary. People he's so iconic. This look is so iconic, right? Anyway, I hope it comes back. Conjuring The new Conjuring, September 5th. Last Rites. Patrick Wilson, Vera Farmiga coming back. Looking forward to that. Always good to see and hang out with old friends. And because Patrick Wilson and Vera Farmiga have good chemistry. Production on the sequel has wrapped. Looking forward to that. The house that Freddy built. So they're saying that this Conjuring movie will be it's actually just the end of phase 1, and the studio's looking forward to phase 2. Well, because in the Conjuring universe, there's the Annabelle, right? They tried to tie in the Curse of La Llorona, the Nun. And I really like the Nun. Mostly because of Thaisa Farmiga. That's cool. I want to see a movie with Thaisa and Vera as their characters, but Thaisa's back in time, right? It's a period piece, right? So, I'll have to see how that goes. It's actually end of phase 1. Phase 2, Brenner also admitted that a new line cinema, which is known for the House of Freddy built because of Nightmare on Elm Street franchise, is still hoping for a series to continue the series. Yeah. Freddy's caught up in a lot of legal rights right now. But it's iconic. I hope it comes back. When Brandon was asked if there's another Nightmare on this Elm Street on the horizon, he answered, "We hope so. Is it complicated because of the rights?" Yeah. It really is. Phase 2? What the... Okay, so somebody's not been following the headlines. Man, I wish Juan would direct the last installment. Yeah, it would have been nice to see Juan come back to this, but Juan's got his plate full. Next, Roadhouse 2. Jake Gyllenhaal set to return in the Roadhouse sequel for Amazon. Did we have fun? Yeah, we did a full live reaction to this, and I was curious because I did like the first Roadhouse movie with Patrick Swayze, and then they had some straight to DVD sequels without Swayze or anything. But was Conor McGregor walking around bare? Brandishing his backside was still haunting me to this day. Yeah, it wasn't quite as. It was just okay, right? The first Roadhouse. Roadhouse 2 snatches up a gentlemanly new director. So, what's this? Claims that a new report, Guy Ritchie is now in talks to... Wow, Guy Ritchie for Roadhouse 2, huh? That could make it interesting. But I mean, they kind of left the island there, so it would have to be a new bar, right? A new scenario. You know who should be the bad guy? Get Alan Ritchson to be the bad guy. Yeah. Because I like, if you watch the Reacher series, guys, he can throw down like that. And that would be, it would be an interesting change for Ritchson, because he's always the hero type, right? So, Roadhouse 2. Rumors. Guy Ritchie to direct. That would be interesting. Art Glass Mikey says Andrew McCarty did an unrelated movie called Night of the Running Man. He was escaping a hitman played by Scott Glenn. Great movie. Looking forward to Glenn Powell's version, for Running Man Reboot. FUBAR Season 2. We also reacted to the FUBAR Season 1, and we had a lot of fun with that. Arnold is back, where he's going to square up against Carrie-Anne Moss. Guys, what a wasted opportunity The Acolyte was. Carrie-Anne Moss is so awesome. And you just bring her in for a few scenes. As a Jedi, as a master Jedi, you get Carrie-Anne Moss, and it's just like, oh. Anyway, she's going to be in FUBAR Season 2. Looking forward to that. Season 1 ended on a cliffhanger. It made one of those risky moves of ending your Season 1 on a cliffhanger, and it paid off. Arnold was having fun with it. We had fun with it. And surprisingly, what was so great about the first FUBAR season was that it wasn't just all about the action. They actually had some good drama infused in there with the father-daughter relationship that paid off. Like one of the best episodes in season 1 was just them all stuck in a fallout bunker and having to actually have their dirty laundry all aired out in front of each other, and it was just really, really well done. So I'm looking forward to FUBAR Season 2. We know that they had been working on this. So when does it come out? June 12th. Oh, so right in the summertime. We will be doing full live reactions to it. It's a lot of fun. 77 years old Arnold is. Wow. Luke Brunner is a veteran CIA operative who, up until recently, was on the verge of retirement after his last mission to save another operative who just so happened to be his daughter. He's back and face-to-face with new villains. This one is an old flame from Luke's past who threatens to destroy the world if she doesn't destroy his life first. Monica Barbero was good. Carrie Ann Moss, Jay Baruchel, Scott Thompson come in. Very interesting. Monica Barbero, yeah. So, oh yeah, and then the one guy there, because this is one of the series where it's like it's all about the chemistry of the team that's also around him. They had great chemistry in the team around him, which is also why I like Reacher Season 2. What am I thinking of? Was it Travis Van Winkle? Is that the token stud guy that was always kind of like, okay, you're going to be our token sleazebag, and he's like, oh great, thanks. yeah, that was funny. Yeah, like this is just a fun watch, guys. Go watch FUBAR Season 1 if you haven't checked it out, because it is worth watching, and we are going to be looking forward to FUBAR Season 2, June 12th, right here on Mirror Domains. New Roadhouse was pretty forgettable apart from McGregor's the guy who played Paulie and Reacher should be a henchman in the next Roadhouse. Oh yeah, well. But the thing is that then he would tower over Gyllenhaal. How tall is Jake Gyllenhaal? 5'11"? 5'10", are they saying? Almost 6 feet, but like if Richton is like 6'7", right? And then Paulie was like monstrous over him. That would be wow. Wow. All right, let's go into some hit or miss. We're pretty much all done here. We're 55 minutes. Got 5 minutes left here, and then I'll cut this out and put up our Minecraft review on the review channel. Guys, earlier in the week, Val Kilmer passed on. I just want to give you my thoughts on this. Everybody's publishing their greatest roles and stuff. Up off the bat, everybody says Tombstone, I think, is probably some of his best work. Yeah, I liked him in Heat. He was really good. Small role in Heat. I liked him as Bruce Wayne. Kind of like, yeah, with Batman. But he was a good Bruce Wayne. I liked him in The Ghost in the Darkness. Ghost in the Darkness, he was also really good in that. So everybody's been paying their tributes. Let's take a look at this list here from Joe Blow. And the dude was still working. He was still trying to push through his throat or cancer or whatever, right? He had the same thing as Roger Ebert, didn't he? Where it robbed him of his voice. So his voice in Top Gun 2 was a mishmash of previous recordings, but it all worked. He was still trying to work, and he played like a mob boss in a movie recently too. Great career, and it's may he rest in peace. So 10, Batman Forever. 9, Prince of Egypt, Moses. Oh, that's right. He was the voice of Moses and of God. Kiss Kiss Bang Bang, Gary Perry. Real Genius, Chris Knight. Yeah, that's an old cut. Top Gun will be up there, Iceman. A lot of people were paying tribute to that. The Doors, Jimmy Morrison, right? I need to watch that again. Top Secret, Nick Rivers, comedy. Willow will be up there for a lot of people, right? And Mardigan, Heat, yeah. And it's going to be, well, he's going to be, if Heat 2 ever gets off the ground, they're going to have to recast that role anyway, because he can't talk, or they have to work around that. But yeah, Tombstone is probably his best work. Because when you look at him in that movie, he just, yeah, it could be makeup, but man, he sold it. He sold that like he was like dying practically, right? Like he couldn't barely stand it. It's just like you look at him and it's like, dude, you look terrible. But yeah. And it was him bouncing off the rest of the cast, like him bouncing off of Kurt Russell worked, and Michael Biehn, like that conflict there that he had there, like that rivalry, right? It was really well done. Rest in peace, Val Kilmer. All right, is that it? Hourglass says, Kiss Kiss Bang Bang was my favorite Val Kilmer character. Mad Mardigan, yeah, from Willow. I don't know if I want to touch on this. It's splashed all over the Hollywood Reporter. Russell Brand. No, I'm not going to talk. Yeah, he's just been. Yeah. It's going to be hard to get away from these headlines because it's going to be all over everywhere, guys. My opinion of him is that he's a talker. He likes to hear himself talk. He's very opinionated. Some people can respond to that like, oh, that's he's very in your face with his opinions. So you either liked him or you hated him. I think I was more on the side of I saw through that shtick. So I kind of like recently, yeah, no. Val Kilmer, yeah. New poster for Fantastic Four. That's a throwback to its being a period piece, very Art Deco kind of. Okay. Lawrence Fishburne was turned down for The Matrix Resurrections. He wouldn't have helped it. I liked it because I just liked Carrie-Anne Moss and Keanu Reeves. I thought they had good chemistry. But you realize they only made Matrix Resurrections because the studio was going to make it without them regardless. So that's what you get. The Good, Bad, Ugly Tamil trailer. Superman. Sinners' first reactions are out. Well, we'll take a look at that later on because it's going to come up. New images from 28 years later. Yeah. All right, guys, I'm hungry. I need some not breakfast. I need some lunch. All right. So I'm going to step out. Thank you for joining me. Normally, this is the way that the show used to go. And it felt good. I felt good about this coming back. Now, it's still a little rough around the edges. I don't know if we'll be able to do this every Friday, but maybe we can make it a Friday thing, if not a Saturday thing, to come back and just do a quick hour show here. Yeah, we're just over the hour mark. All right, guys, let me know what you thought about some of these stories in the comments below, and we will talk about it. As I said, come join us on the channel because we've got reviews for Minecraft out, Woman in the Yard, Death of a Unicorn, and A Working Man. Out of all those movies, guys, go see A Working Man. Yeah, it's a bit long. It's a little bit muddled in the middle, but it's still good. Good enough for seeing him throw down. Charity gone in this week's episode of Survivor. I think I'm going to update this thumbnail to get Charity the forefront, even though It kind of tips off who's going home. Reacher wrapped up last week. Full movie reactions. Electric State and The Gorge are up on the channel. And then we're back with some movie news here. All right. Let me know what you thought about some of these stories in the comments below, guys. Enjoy your weekend. Go out and see a movie if you can. Let me know what you thought about some of them in the comments. Arglass says, hey, James, any buzz surrounding the movie The Amateur, Rami Malek? When does it release in Canada? I guess I can give you a quick answer to that. And I'm looking forward to that one, too. I think that one's going to be good. Because I like the trailers for this. April 11th in the U.S. So that's next week, right? Let's go over to see our listings. Amateur. Yeah, next week. Drop also comes out next week. Warfare as well. So we got 3 new releases. No, wait, not Warfare. I was thinking about that war movie that's coming out with from Alex Garland, right? No. But Drop and Amateur next week. So I'll be in... I think I'll probably go see the Amateur first. Drop is one of those movies where it looks like the trailer was all revealed everything, right? In the trailers. Lifer says Mets versus Blue Jays. Let's go Mets. I haven't watched a game yet. Glass says, cool, James, nice to see movie news. Make a guest appearance. Yep. All right. Thumbs up, guys. See you next time right here on Mirror Domains.